The Russians hid their ammunition in a road culvert, but the Ukrainians launched an FPV drone into it. The projectiles caught fire, and within a few seconds, exploded along with the culvert. The road was also damaged in the process. And here, the Russians abandoned the fuel tanker. Just one grenade lifts its contents into the air. One important thing I've realized about the Russian army is that they easily abandon their military equipment and flee from the battlefield when faced with significant resistance. They simply abandon their tanks in the field and run away. It's a myth that Russians fight heroically. Ukrainian forces then have to destroy all this abandoned equipment using bomber drones. If possible, the Ukrainians seize a Russian tank as a trophy and use it against the Russians. This video captured the performance of a Javelin missile. After the attack, the Russian tank retreated under the pressure of Ukrainian artillery. You can see how one tank was hit. And here, it is clearly visible how a Ukrainian soldier launched a Javelin missile from an ambush, which hit a Russian tank. Sometimes, Ukrainian soldiers succumb to excitement. The Russians abandoned an armored vehicle and disappeared. The Ukrainian armed forces soldiers decided to destroy it no matter what. Numerous grenades were dropped until finally, one grenade ignited the armored vehicle, which then burned down. There was another armored personnel carrier nearby, which was filled with ammunition. It took just one grenade to ignite that armored vehicle. The detonation of the projectiles caused the armored personnel carrier to explode. As I mentioned before, Russians easily abandon their armored vehicles as soon as they encounter the slightest threats. The thing is, Russian armored personnel carriers are highly vulnerable. They are well protected on the sides, but not from the top. Just one grenade can penetrate the hatch cover. Therefore, when Russians spot a drone carrying grenades in the sky, they immediately abandon their armored vehicles and flee. Ukrainian soldiers are left with the task of destroying them without facing any resistance. According to the Ukrainian army's data, Russia has already lost over 4,000 of such armored vehicles.